Hi guys, this is for our last assignment that you have on Edge Elastic. This is for what we call a conical frustum. All right, so basically all that is it's a three-dimensional cone where they have cut the top off. They've cut the most pointed end of the cone off. Now, there's a lot of companies that do this. If you'll notice the shape, this could be a drinking glass at a movie theater or at a convenience store. This could be a bucket that holds popcorn. This could be a plastic container at a deli. So there's a lot of different companies out there that actually use these shapes, and we need to be able to find the volume of it. Well, we're going to use a formula that is similar to the formula of volume, except it's going to react just a little bit different because of the fact that we've cut the top off of that cone. All right, so to find the volume, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to need to identify the radius of the top circle. So in this case, that radius is 15. I'm going to square that radius. I'm going to add that to the radius at the bottom. Now, on the bottom, they gave us a diameter. So remember here, if I want the radius, I'm just going to take half of that amount. So half of that amount is going to be 10. So I'm going to take 10 and I'm going to square that. And I'm going to add it to our first radius squared. Now, I also have to take those two and I'm going to add that, and I'm going to take radius 1 times radius 2. All right, so basically I have 3 different radius measures that I need to calculate that I'm going to work in to our volume formula. Okay, because our volume formula says that I find the volume by taking pi, and in our case, we're going to use 3.14 times our radius. And now to find our radius, we're going to use this whole thing. All right, times the height. All right, and we've got our height right here. That's going to be 24. All right, so when I plug that into my calculator, I'm going to put a 24 in for my height. I'm going to put a 3.14 in for pi. Remember, because it's a fraction, I have to do everything on the top first. So I'm going to do all of that. I'm going to get an answer. And then when I get that answer, I'm going to divide that answer by 3. All right, so I saved us a little bit of time. I went ahead and I have that all in my calculator. So I'm going to put that up here so that you can see it. All right, so for the first one, 15 squared plus 10 squared plus 10 times 15, that's going to equal 475. All right, so that's just for the radius part. So now I'm going to take 3.14 for pi times our radius of 475 times the height, which is 24. I'm going to multiply all of that together, and I'm going to get 35,796. I'm then going to take that number, and I'm going to divide it by 3. And so the volume for our shape is going to be 11,932. And that will be in inches. So our answer to this question is 11,932 inches cubed. There we go, inches cubed. All right, so the hardest thing about this type of problem is just remembering what it is that you have to do with the radius. All right, so our volume is going to be equal to pi times radius 1 squared plus radius 2 squared plus the value of radius 1 times radius 2. We're going to get that number first. We're going to take that times 3.14. We're going to take that times the height.